making deposits, withdrawals, transfers, exchanging money, opening accounts, closing accounts, or checking your accounts are all things that you can do at the bank. And a really helpful phrase to do any of these things is, hey guys, how are you all doing today? My name is Cashlyn. This video is going to be about English at the bank. Knowing how to use English at the bank is a super important skill because we use money every single day. This video was actually a viewer requested video, and the subscriber that asked me to make this video asked me specifically to talk about loans. So how this video is going to work, in the first part of this video, I'm going to be teaching you some important vocabulary and phrases that you can use at the bank, no matter what reason you went to the bank. And in the second part, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about loans. The first things that we're going to be looking at are some important verbs. So all of the things that I'm about to teach you are things that you can do at the bank. Our first verb is deposit. To deposit money means that you put money into your bank account. And there's withdraw. Withdraw is the opposite of deposit. It means to take money out of your bank account. You can also exchange money, which means to change money from one currency into another currency. And you can also transfer money. Transfer means to move money from one account into another. So I've used the word account a couple of times. What is a bank account? A bank account is a special account that you have with your bank, just like you might have an email account with your email provider like Gmail. And in your bank account, this is where you can store your money, deposit your money, and make withdrawals. There are two main types of bank accounts. The first is a check account. This is the account that you make most of your payments out of using a card. You keep the money that you need to use on a daily basis in this account. Banks often charge you money to have these kinds of accounts. And the second main type of account is a savings account. This is where you save and store your money. You don't make payments out of this account. There is not a card attached to it. So making deposits, withdrawals, transfers, exchanging money, opening accounts, closing accounts, or checking your accounts are all things that you can do at the bank. And a really helpful phrase to do any of these things is I would like to, and then your verb phrase. For example, I would like to open a check account, or I would like to withdraw $400 from my savings account, or I would like to exchange 200 euros into American dollars. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about loans. Firstly, what is a loan? A loan is an amount of money that you borrow from the bank that you have to pay back with interest. What is interest? Interest is the payment to the bank that you have to make for borrowing that money, just like you have to pay for a cup of coffee that you buy. Interest is made up of bank charges and the interest rate. What is an interest rate? An interest rate is the yearly charge for borrowing your money, and it's normally expressed as a percentage of your loan amount. An interest rate might look something like this. The PA stands for per annum, and per annum means yearly. So 10% per annum means that you pay 10% of your remaining loan amount every single year to the bank. Now let's look at some different kinds of loans. There are many different types, but here are some very common ones. There is a personal loan for buying things for yourself. Maybe if you wanted to buy some plane tickets to go on holiday, or if you wanted to buy a new computer. There's also a home loan, also called a mortgage, and that's for buying a house. A car loan, which is for buying a car, and also a business loan, which are for investing in other companies or for buying things as a business. Now I'll take you through an example of what might happen when you go to the bank. So when you walk into the bank, this is what you might see. This guy here, he is the concierge. He greets customers and he tells people where to go. This is the guy that you should go and talk to first. If there is no concierge, you can go straight up to the tellers, these guys. Whether you're talking to the concierge or the teller, all you need to do is use the same phrase that I taught you earlier. I would like to, and then your verb phrase. If you're asking them to do a simpler job like check your bank account or make a deposit or withdrawal, then the concierge and teller can do that right there on the spot for you. But if it's a more complicated job like applying for a loan, then they will book you an appointment with a specialist, like a personal banker, a financial advisor, or a lender. So if you're asking for a loan, they will book you an appointment with a lender. So once your appointment has arrived, you'll most likely go to an office inside the bank and start talking to a specialist about whatever it is that you want. I'll continue with the loan example because that is what my subscriber asked me to talk about. So the lender will most likely start asking you some questions. What kind of loan do you want and why do you want the loan? And then they'll talk to you about all the different kinds of loans that their bank offers and their interest rates as well. Then they'll ask you even more questions about your job, your relationship, your citizenship, and your age. They ask these things because there is a specific criteria of people that they can lend to. A common criteria is that you have to be over 18 in order to borrow money, but criteria differs from bank to bank. Once you've answered all the questions and you fit the criteria, then you can apply. Sometimes the lender will give you a bunch of forms to fill out to apply, and other times the lender will just fill them out for you. And then once you've applied, you just have to wait to see whether your loan is approved or denied. And that's really all. I really hope this video isn't too long. I feel like I've been talking forever. It's just that when somebody asks me a question and I decide to make a video on it, I really want to go in detail and in depth to really try and answer it the best that I can. If there is a video that you would like to see, please leave those down in the comment box down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook for extra resources. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!